Hey folks, Sarah and I wanted to share some of our thoughts after the sermon today. But first thing I want to say is, I don't know about you, I had trouble singing the first song
Yeah,
because I was just emotional when I saw Jeremiah and heard
yeah,
Jeremiah's voice and Natalie as well. I was so reminded of Fort Thomas and how much I missed it.
yes.
And
And it
did you feel
was,
that?
I did too.
Yeah,
It was precious. It was precious to hear them sing. It was because that's what we had every Sunday, and
yeah,
to have that in our home during this time
yeah,
was good.
for sure. So great job, guys. We that really, really made us uh I guess just it was just bittersweet, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously this time period that we're living through right now is so difficult, but it was really, really cool to have a taste of home and just to see
mm-hmm.
Jeremiah's face, but then it also just made me sad all over again.
Yeah,
So just up down, up down. It's like the whole
yeah.
were you gonna say something?
No, I thought you were. I
What?
thought you were talking about like where I'm looking.
No, 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 no. I mean, like, emotionally we're up down, up down.
Yeah, we
No,
are.
you're
We're
good. You're looking,
emotional. Trying to focus.
yeah, you're focused fine. Um, yeah, and the sermon on immutability, the fact that God doesn't change. I don't know about you, that's one of my favorite, literally one of my favorite attributes of God.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, I like all his attributes, of course, but that one in particular brings me so much comfort because I can read about God in his word and know this isn't what he was like. This
Mm-hmm.
is what he is like. Like this isn't how God once was, but we don't know what mood he's in today. He is like the same yesterday,
Well,
today, and
and
forever.
because it's some of like that's almost the scariest part about this life is how we feel like it constantly changes.
Right.
And I change, and my kids change, and my friends change, and that's really really hard. And the fact that God does not change
Yeah. Brings you comfort.
brings me comfort. It's a rock.
Yeah.
It keeps me steady,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that no matter what changes around me, God doesn't change.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about that.
Right.
Not that we should be worrying about anything, but
But it is really like knowing the one who is in control of it all, the one who is sovereign, the fact that he doesn't change,
mm-hmm,
that's awesome. Can you imagine he was in control, but he also changed?
mm-hmm,
Like, well, what mood is he in today, right? What might he do?
yeah,
Like the fact that he is good, in control, and unchanging brings me a ton of peace.
yeah,
Um, and then I really liked how when Pastor Brad was ending, I think he said God is not going to change his mind about your sin or his son. Those are really powerful. I might have gotten the word wrong there, but it was something he said just at the end. I think it was off the cuff. It was just before he ended, maybe in the last 2 minutes of the
yeah,
sermon. And that's also true. And I love that we got to hear that. I love that the lost got to hear that who were tuning in. I love that our kids got to hear that. That the gospel is the same, right? The good news about Jesus
mm-hmm,
Christ is the same. That hasn't changed. It brought to mind Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God, and that's not going to change. But God demonstrates His own love for us, Romans 5, and that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. So I loved that. Again, God doesn't change. The good news doesn't change. The wrath of God doesn't change. The judgment of God doesn't change. It's all the same yesterday, today, and forever.
mm-hmm.
Did you have something?
I appreciated how we were reminded that that in these times that affliction, that trial, doesn't necessarily isn't necessarily bad.
Mm-hmm.
That it helps us see our need for God, that it'll grow us, that it'll change us, that it'll cause us to love people we might not have noticed before. Um, and that these times we may not think we're experiencing God's blessing, but I think it is there.
Yeah.
And I think, just like you were saying, He never changes, He is always good. I think we need to change our definition of good. I think for me, good is comfort, security in this life. Um, I'm redefining good right now
Mm.
and waiting to see how God kind of brings to light the goodness that's to come through this trial.
Yeah. That's really good. Redefining good. We talk a lot about redefining normal.
Mm-hmm.
What is the new normal? Will we ever go back to normal? And if God has a new normal for us, then that's good.
Yeah.
Because He's good, and what He wants for us is good. So, always good to spend this time with you. Hope you have a great rest of your Lord's Day, and we look forward to touching base with you soon. Also, you know what? I just really miss you. We really miss going to church. We really miss seeing people. We really miss the services. We really miss being able to hug people and fist bump people and meet new people and greet new people.
And be able to sing loudly, and everybody who sings well is singing louder than you, and so you can just belt it out, not have to worry about it. That's different than in our basement.
But yeah, corporate worship with a bunch
worship.
of people hearing a bunch of different voices sing at the same time.
This Sunday was hard. Not that
Yeah.
it's been easy the past couple of Sundays, but this Sunday was, I don't know. We really, really missed you this Sunday.
Yeah.
We missed
I'm always
walking
sad
into those doors that you don't know if they'll open, but
They
then
may
all of a
not
sudden they
open.
swing open,
Right, right.
and
They are
you
constantly
see
changing. The doors are constantly
you
changing.
see our Eliza or Pam or one of our other Heather, one of our other greeters.
Mhm.
You go over and get a cup of coffee, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. Dan Pressler's stupid Yankee
every
coffee
Sunday.
thing. Dan.
Yeah.
But I think, why do you think today was, I'm sad. I'm always sad at the end. When the end of the service, I'm sorry, here, when we turn off
Yeah.
our service and the screen goes black, I have a hard time not being sad at that time. I just really miss church.
Yeah.
What's something you miss about? I guess we just listed a bunch of
We
things we
just
miss
listed
about
a
church.
bunch of things.
Do you think it was harder this week because of Jeremiah and
I
Natalie?
think it was Jeremiah's fault.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Wow. Bringing me down. You're bringing me down. Anyway. All right. We love you guys. Can't wait to see you. Sorry it's such a long video. Hope you watched to the end. If you did, kudos to you. God bless.